What's up guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Gareth from Pod Cameras, as it always is in every single video. And today we're doing something just a little bit different. We're checking out some used equipment. It's actually used week here at Pod Cameras. We sell loads of used equipment. You can check that out down in the link in the description. In fact, because it's used week, there's loads of different deals on as well. But we thought it'd be fun to do something that we actually did about a year ago. A little video where we checked out what kind of setup you could get for £500 or less. But we want to do an updated version of that. What kind of setup can we get right now from our used department for £500 or less? And the idea is that this setup wants to be good as a kind of all-rounder setup. So not specifically for landscape or portrait or wildlife. You want to be able to kind of just take this out as an everyday all-rounder camera, or as a system that'd be perfect for someone getting into photography but they want to just experiment with all kinds of different things. So we checked out a few different things. There's a bunch of different kind of options that we can go for, but we stuck with one in particular, which I really like, I'm really excited about, which is this, the Fujifilm X-Pro 1, which, can I just say, look at this camera. What a beautiful looking camera. And then we've got this. This is the 18 to 55mm f2.8 to f4. So actually a decent lens, and the size of this as well works really well, like we were saying about an all-rounder everyday kind of system. And because this is a zoom lens, 18 to 55, we've got a lot of scope for what we can shoot. This is kind of the classic all-rounder. But that means that we've got a really good all-rounder focal length, whether we want to do, landscape, portrait, street photography. This would be great for loads and loads of different stuff that we can do with this setup. And of course, like I mentioned before, because it's nice and small, it'll just fit in your bag, take it out as an all-rounder. Now, of course, I've taken this setup out, I've taken some photos, landscape, kind of trying to get some street kind of stuff, just testing this out as you would for kind of like an all-rounder system. And I've got to say, it works super well. It's actually surprising how well this holds up in 2021 as a camera. Of course, you've got those beautiful Fujifilm colors. It's not the biggest megapixel count, but I think that's absolutely fine. I think it's about 16 megapixels. I think that's fine. There's a tiny bit of room to crop if you really want to, but otherwise you're getting some really nice detailed images. And like I say, beautiful Fujifilm colors. I love the way that this camera handles, just in terms of the usability of it, and the look of it is fantastic as well. This would make for an awesome setup for anyone looking to get really into photography with a proper, camera, and then maybe move up from there. Of course, you've got the advantage, this is an interchangeable lens camera. So of course you can start off with something like this, a great all-rounder, and then you can move into some dedicated prime lenses or anything once you work out what kind of photography you're into. Or this would make for a fantastic, just everyday camera, really for anyone. I use a lot of different cameras and I tend to use the higher end stuff, but this would be a great either travel system or just taking it out and about when I'm going out with friends. I mean, not at the moment, right? But one day when you can go out with friends again, or family, or just going out for the day, this would be lovely because it's not super heavy. I don't have to take loads and loads of lenses. I can just slip this in my bag. I don't have to take a dedicated camera bag. I can just slip this in my bag with something like this, perfect for that kind of thing. But like I say, there's loads of different systems that you could actually go for under £500. And I'd love to hear what you would go for in that kind of price range. So check the link out down in the description. Check it out, that'll take you through to our used department where you can see cameras and lenses. I'd love for you to let me know down in the comments, what would you go for? £500 budget, what would be your kind of setup? What would you use it for? Because you could, if you're not going for all-rounder stuff, you could go for something that's a little bit more specific towards portrait or wildlife or something like that. But I'd love to hear your thoughts about all of that down in the comments. Of course, make sure to like and subscribe as well if you enjoy the video, because we've got another video about this kind of thing, but a little bit more in depth. And for under £1,000, what kind of different setups can you get? That's coming later in the week. I will see you then. And in the meantime, the last thing I want to say, because it's always the last thing, thanks for watching.